What's up, everybody? Welcome to another podcast episode of Conversation with Luciana. Guess what time it is? You guys are not going to believe this. It is time for another podcast episode of Unfazed, Unbothered. I know, three. Been a minute since I recorded one. I did, some podcasts, but not Unfazed, Unbothered, because I don't want to just bore you guys with stuff. I just want to have some thought, take some time. When I come out with Unfazed, Unbothered, I'm truly unfazed and unbothered. So somebody asked me a question, why do I enjoy being single? I said because I enjoy peace of mind. I enjoy my freedom. I enjoy doing what I want to do. I don't want to get caught up in a situation that is going to make me unhappy. How do I know that? Because right now I'm living my life according to my rules and what I want to do. And I'm being selfish. I'm not gonna lie. In a relationship, you gotta compromise. You gotta compromise more than you think. Now, when you're single, it's whatever. You have responsibilities, but you have a responsibility to yourself first and foremost. You got responsibilities like a job. You have trying to buy a house, or you have other commitments, school or whatever. You're single because you're doing that. A relationship takes time and it takes work, and I'm just not willing to invest in that. So I enjoy being single because of the freedom that I have. Now, freedom or being single gets a bad rap because some people think if you're single, you're out there just sleeping with everybody. That's not being single. Dating means dating. Dating doesn't mean sex. I don't know where people got that, but it means if you're dating multiple people that you're sleeping with them. No, I don't. You don't have to do that. Or you don't have to date at all. You can hang out. That's what it is. Men are surprised. I'm telling you, men are surprised when a woman don't want nothing but your company. That's it. She's not trying to make you the one. She's not trying to be the girlfriend or the wife. She's not trying to be the F buddy, Not trying to do that. All she's doing is hanging out for a couple of laughs, an intelligent conversation, and she out. That's it. Here for a good time, not a long time. But I'm not bothered by that. I'm not even bothered when people invite me to go to their weddings or I see couples out. I'm like, cheers. I have no problem. No problem dealing with that because it doesn't bother me. It does not bother me. I am secure in who I am and comfortable where I'm at, on my way to where I'm going. I'm unfazed by that. You cannot make me feel guilty. I can hear relationships, drama, conversation, and I'm like, I have no opinion whatsoever. I know what I'm not dealing with. Now, what you will put up with, that's on you. That's definitely on you. Each person have their own tolerance level. Who am I to say what should put up with or what I should put up with? I don't go back and forth. And some people have a hard time believing that I say what I mean and mean what I say. My cousins, they know. I kind of like just say it. I don't really care. I'm prepared to take that step. I'm prepared to enjoy being single. I'm enjoying it. I mean, for the first time in a long time, I can say that I enjoy being single. I have no real responsibilities. I could see you calling and don't have to answer the phone and don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I could see you out with people or couples and I don't say, oh, I wish that was me, or want to call up somebody that I used to know way back when and get into an argument of like why things didn't work out. I don't care. My whole thing is you are their problem, not mine. So I just enjoy being with me. I enjoy my company. I'm not bitter, angry, lonely. I tell people how I feel, and people can't handle that. That's not my issue. It's not my problem. I'm unfazed. I'm unbothered. You can invite me to your wedding. I will go. I will show up. I do not care because it does not bother me. I am comfortable. Now, and I'm not saying that you have to meet all these criteria for me to be with you. No, I'm just like right now, I've never had this time, this space, this opportunity to do what I want to do and really not have to answer, be not responsible for somebody else. In a relationship, it takes work. I'm unfazed by stuff going on. I have had people who go at it with somebody they dating. I don't want to deal with all that. I'm just like, man, leave me out of that. What they doing, it shouldn't even faze you. You shouldn't even be bothered because they then showed you this movie and the sequel and the remake version of themselves in this situation so many times. You should already know. But no, y'all want to go back and forth because you're trying to rewrite the script. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. When I tell people that I'm done, I'm done. I walk away. I have no problem. No problem whatsoever. And I'm not angry or bitter. I'm just like, it is what it is. You can call and text, say a whole bunch of stuff to get my goal. Now, when you get sarcastic, Luciana, you get sarcastic, that means you're getting on my nerves. That means you're getting on my damn nerves. That means when you're calling me, you say something to get a reaction. Women, ladies, queens, sisters, stop reacting off stuff like that. Stop letting them get under your skin. You're bigger than that. You got other bigger fish to fry. You don't have to dummy yourself down. You don't have to accept the bullshit crap. I'm trying not to cuss. That comes with dealing with an individual or dealing with people. I can't. I'm just not bothered by that. You can tell me a situation. I'll listen, and I know you're full of crap. I know you're full of malarkey. I know you are. I'm talking about females and males. I have no opinion whatsoever. I don't. And you say, Luciana, you always have an opinion. You know why? Because you're saying the same thing. It's just a different day. At some point, you got to put action behind the words that you're speaking. If you don't want to be bothered with somebody, don't be bothered. If you're unfazed about what they're doing, then it doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother if you don't talk to them for 3 months. It does not bother you. You're not angry. You're not upset. You're not annoyed. You just have moved on. It's time out for all this unnecessary stress and aggravation. You're not missing nothing. You're not missing nothing. Now, if you at fault, if you were just one of those people that are hard to please and there's no room from error, then you in for what you get, But nah, I don't get fazed. I don't get bothered. I can see you out. I can hear. I don't care. I can tell people I don't want to hear it, and that's what I mean. I don't go looking for stuff. Y'all need to stop looking. Don't look for it. It'll present itself when it's time. It'll show itself. A person will show you who they are. They cannot hide crazy. Crazy cannot go undiscovered. You ignore it, but you can't. You can't run from crazy, and crazy cannot stay hidden forever. And some of you guys, some of you women, need to stop it with all this foolishness y'all be doing. You got to get to a point where it's okay to be by yourself. Work on you. People have always said, I'm working on me. No, work on you. It means work on the entire package, not just stuff that you think somebody told you what's wrong with them. You know what's wrong with you. If you want to lose weight, lose weight. If you want to dye your hair or grow your hair, whatever you want to do. If you want to get an education, you want to buy a house, whatever you want to do, you want to raise your children, spend time raising them, traveling, do that. Stop letting people think that something's wrong with you for being single. I'm like, no, and they'll come up to me like they just assume that you're single, that you out there being loose. Like, no, you're not. Just because you're single don't mean that you're sleeping with everybody that you meet. That's a spirit. That's a spirit that you're doing. That's a spirit of hoishness. And there's nothing good nothing good comes with that. No, I'm telling you, nothing good comes with that. And people act like, you're covering up. It's like you're putting makeup on a black eye. We know there's a black eye underneath there, but you're trying to cover it up like, oh, no, I don't see it. We all see it. We all see it. We all know it's there. So stop trying to act like, it's not there. We know that you hurt. Heal. Heal means healing from within. It does not mean putting makeup on. and dressing up a problem, a situation. And some of y'all are a situation. You are a situation. You are a hot mess, and you don't want to cop to it. You don't. Unfazed by that. Females, there was a female, and she just kept needling at this girl. She kept needling. She just wanted a reaction because she was just unhappy. She was miserable. She just kept effing with this girl. And it's just like, what man destroyed your self-esteem that you got to put down and aggravate another sister? At what point? I just ignore you. People say rude, slick stuff to me. I'm like, okay, when I give it to you, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it when I give it to you because I'm going to give it to you straight. And that's it. Or I'm just going to walk off because you don't faze me. You could say, oh, you got a smart mouth. Is that what the best you got? Is that all you can say? Because I'm answering your question in the way that adults conversate. Yes, no, I'm not going to give you something that I don't have. You're not going to talk crazy to me and think you're going to get away with it. I'm going to stop you where you stand. That's just holding people accountable. And you have to, it starts with yourself. Unfazed, Unbothered had came about me just dealing with me. And I know I don't trip off stuff like that. I used to get all up in arms because of things that I wanted to control or I wanted to make sure everybody around me was good. No, I need to make sure that I'm good. If I'm good, then everybody else around me is good. If I'm no good, then people gonna catch it because you only can hide frustration, aggravation for so long, and somebody's gonna catch it. Men, I don't care what you do. I'm not trying to be on your DM. I'm not trying to make sure that you come see me. I'm part of the rotation. Care less. I could see the phone ring and see your number. I guarantee you, I could turn over and not be bothered. That comes with maturity. It does. It doesn't come from pain. You know, it doesn't. Because pain requires company. Misery requires company. Joy and happiness, that's solo, baby. That's solo. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can't buy happiness. You know, you can't always walk around like I gotta be happy. I gotta be happy. You gotta have joy. You gotta have peace. But some of the stuff you can't let bother you, and everything can be a trigger moment. Everything cannot be. I don't care what these Instagram relationship coaches try to tell you. Everything is not a situation. Everything you don't have to do better to get better. You got to know that you're worth more than what you're dealing with. That's it. Point blank, period. If you have other responsibilities, children, job, parents, pets, career, you got to take care of that. You can't always be worried about what this guy is doing. It's not going to work all the time, or what they doing, or what they have, or what you missing. You're missing life because you're worried and bothered by other people. You know. Anyway, somebody had made a comment to me. It was actually my mother, and so I had to put it on pause for a minute because she said something like, one day I hope you're gonna find somebody, and I hope I'm around to see it. And I'm like, what's so important about me finding somebody? Like something is missing from my life. And I'm like, I had a great life. I have a great life right now. I am really enjoying my life. People want to be around me because I'm a hoot. And because I'm really honest. I really am comfortable. For years, it was always about other people. When I had my sons, it was about them, their happiness. It was about making sure that they were straight. I didn't really care about what their dad was doing. That had nothing to do with me. I refused to raise my children in a household that was very combative, that was filled with misery and pain and frustration. I wasn't going to do all that. And I'm like that now on my job, in life when I deal with people. I got to go. I don't have time for you. You're not that important. You know, anything worth having is worth fighting for. No, it's not. No, it's not. Some things you gotta let go. You gotta let go. I know, guys that out there doing them, and these women are waiting for them to come back and to, oh, he's gonna pick me next. Girl, if you don't get somewhere and sit down with all that mess, if you don't sit somewhere with all that, I think men are attracted just like women. I'm attracted to intellect. I'm attracted to people that can make me laugh. You know, I am attracted to people that have a good heart, a good head on their shoulder, that uses common sense. You know, I'm not attracted to the street hustler, running the streets type of, look at me, I'm doing this. I ain't got time for all that. You got children and you got grandchildren. I'm not trying to deal with all that. You know, I want somebody that got a passport that you can pick up and say, let's hit it. Let's go to Dubai. Let's go to out of the country. I don't want to go on a cruise. I'm not knocking cruise people, but I'm unfazed by that. I don't care. I'm not trying to build somebody up and tear them down the next. I have seen relationships are just horrific. And I'm like, what the freak is the problem here? I don't know what is walking in front of me, but I'm unfazed. But it don't bother me. People opinion of me does not bother me. You can say whatever you want to say, just don't disrespect me. Don't cross the line. Don't think that what you say out your mouth I'm going to accept it. No. No. I don't. African American women, women of color got a bad habit of wanting to pop off at the mouth. I'm like, okay, so at the end of the day, what do you want? At the end of the day, I don't want to be bothered with you. You're not even worth it. You're not even on my level. You're not. And I'm going to tell you why you're not on my level. Because anytime you try to tear a sister down to build yourself up, you're not on my level. You're not on my level. Level up, sisters. Level up. Start all that energy, all that time that you're invested in that guy, in that situation, in that relationship. Turn it to you. Turn it to you. Point the finger at yourself and say, I got to do better. I got to do better. Give yourself $1 for every time that you do better. You have $100. I guarantee you in a day. Turn that dollar. Turn that attention to you, that arrow to you. Stop worrying about things that you can't control. Life is funny. It will continue whether you are present or not. Life continues. It moves. Time does not stand still. So you're wasting time being bothered and fazed by every little thing that is in your life. Now, some things will take you back, but you never give up. Every day, every single day that you wake up is a brand new day. To get it right, to make it right, to make somebody else's day. You can wallow in self-pity and self-worth. I am who I am. But, with that, with Unfazed and Unbothered, you have to understand it takes maturity. It takes growth. It takes understanding that sometimes it is your fault. Sometimes it is about you, and sometimes it's not about you. It's about taking a stance and say, what, this is I draw a line in the sand and you're not going to cross. Don't care. Don't want to go back and forth with people. When you have all these issues with race and people want to think that they're entitled. I was going into See's Candy, and I saw this man race. He was white. He raced into the store so he could be ahead of me. I didn't want his problem, but why do I care? It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It don't matter. I'm standing in line to get my candy. I'm not worried about what you're doing. That's a problem that you have. Now, if you bring that attention to me and say something to me, then we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. When you walk in front of somebody or me thinking that nobody saw you because you think that you have privilege, then I'm going to say something to you. And it has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with you being an asshole. That's what it has to do. You're just an asshole that happens to be white. You're an asshole that happens to be black or female. That's what it is. Or male. It's just what it is, you know? But yeah, you gotta stop letting stuff bother you. You gotta get to that point where you are okay with being okay. You know, that's it. Put the time, the energy, and the worth into yourself. Invest in you. You cannot go wrong when you invest in yourself. You cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. What did I heard? One of my he doesn't know, but he's my mentor. One of my mentors, and it's not everybody that My dad was my ultimate hero, and the way he carried himself in life, I model myself out because he was a no nonsense type of dude. He was. He was a fighter. He loved his family. He defended what was right. He enjoyed his life. He wasn't bothered by a lot of stuff. Even when he found out he had cancer and it was terminal, my father was unmoved. You know, we thought like most people would fall apart. My father held strong. Even like I tell the story, even the last time he was able, I saw him with his eyes open and he was alert. He was a menace. He was not angry. He wasn't fighting death. He was just like, y'all ain't gonna sit there. I need something done. Y'all need to move. Although he was nonverbal, that's a part of cancer that sucks. But anyway, my dad was just one of those people that you knew what you was getting, and you didn't cross him. You didn't. It wasn't okay. And I'm like that. And people think I'm mean, and I'm not mean. I'm just steadfast in who I believe I am and what I will take and I won't take, and I make no apologies. You know me. I never say I'm sorry because I'm not sorry. But anyway, my dad and certain people, Jay-Z is one of the people that I really, really not look up to, but admire and respect. You know, because I saw something he did. It was maybe last year or 2 years ago. I don't remember what it was. And his daughter, I think I told the story. His daughter wanted LeBron James autograph. Now your dad is Jay Z. Come on now. And you stand in front of LeBron James, and he made her ask for it. He made her speak up. He empowered her to do that. It's like, no, you need to ask for it. I could ask for it, but you need to speak up. That's powerful. That's powerful. That was my dad. All day, you need to speak up. You need to advocate for yourself. I need to know that you're going to be okay when I'm not here. I need you to know that you can ask what you want. If a person says no, that's not an indictment. That's not a stab in the face. That is just they said no. Not everybody's going to say yes. But anyway, Jay-Z is one of my people that I admire and respect. And there was somebody that, said something about him, and he was unfazed, and he was unbothered. He said, look, if it's making me money, I don't care nothing about that. People are like, oh, he's about the money. No, it's about respect. I don't have time to put my energy into something that's it's not producing no fruit. It's a waste of time. It really is a waste of energy. Some of y'all in these dead ass relationships because you don't think that you can do no better. I don't care what the next motherfucker is doing. My ex, I don't know what he's doing and do not care. And he will tell you to this day, Tony, that's what he called me, do not care. Because I don't. I'm not bothered by that. Who you with, I don't care. I don't care. Our sons are grown. Move along. But yeah, I do. And that's how I look at people. I don't spend time worrying about people and their situations because I have no control over that. Life is funny. You have no control over life. You don't. Life happens. Things will come up that you didn't expect. It's how you deal with them. It's how you deal with adversity, obstacles, tribulations. You got to get to a point where you are not so consumed with what you see and how you feel and said there's something bigger, brighter, that I got to look forward to. You know what? You want to take years off your life? I'm going to say this and I'm going to end. Ladies, you want to stay youthful looking? It ain't about working out. It is about working out, eating healthy, drinking water. Drinking water. Stop drinking all that drink. Stop putting all that makeup on your face. You know, you want to stay youthful. You want to remove the frown marks. What do you call those lines off your face? You know, I have rosacea, but that's a different story. Um, stop stressing. Stop stressing. Stop stressing. That's all I can say. Stop stressing. Stop letting everything affect you. Some things are going to jaw at you. Something is going to get you. You know, um, but you gotta stop wearing it like a coat. Every morning you pick up that coat. Doesn't matter what season it is. You putting on that coat, putting on the hat, putting on the gloves. You gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop doing it. You gotta say no, 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 no. It's summer. Summer. I'm gonna dress like summer. You know, it's winter. I'm gonna dress like winter. Fall. I'm gonna dress like fall. Spring. I'm gonna wear something bright and happy. I'm not gonna walk around in wool and black. Nothing wrong with those colors or that, fabric, but I'm not gonna walk around heavy when it's nice outside. I'm not gonna treat my car like a trash can and throw everything in the back. I saw this man do something ridiculous. I literally saw him do something ridiculous. I'm unfazed by it, but he was just absolutely ridiculous what he did. But anyway, stop doing that. Stop doing it. Stop blaming yourself for your past and start living in the present. All right? Thank you so much for joining another podcast episode of Unfazed, Unbothered, Conversation with Luciana. I hope to do this again. This was fun. Every time I do one, I get excited. I just can't wait to the next one. And I just take so long to do it. But I don't know. I really like Unfazed, Unbothered. I really, really do. But anyway, you guys have a great one. Don't forget, I am on Instagram, convo underscore with underscore Luciana. I write my affirmations on there, things that I'm feeling. I want to say, I say it out on Instagram as well as Twitter. Twitter, I go on there because I've been going off on these political government officials that with the BS. But don't take social media seriously. It's social media. It's entertainment. That's what it is. All right? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited. Wait to Unfazed, Unbothered Part 3. Part 3, Part 2. You know what? I'm losing it. All right. Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all soon. And I'm out.